Hello and good morning for your motivational moment. I am super excited because this is a topic that sometimes I feel like I'm busting at the seams to talk about it. And it's really talking about our comfort zones and how to get out of those. It's really, really easy. I would say the majority of our time we live in those comfort zones unless you're a person who has trained yourself how to get out of those. So if you've ever been on stage, or if you've ever been in a game where there's a lot of like nervousness about what's going to happen, that's moving out of your comfort zone. So those types of people have actually been trained how to live out of their comfort zone. And what you find, which is why the performing arts is so amazing, because it's always teaching you discipline and also pushing you outside of your comfort zone, you learn that staying in that comfort zone kind of stinks. and that's one of the fabulous things that, like I said, I love about the performing arts. I also think team sports have a very awesome quality to them that does the same thing. So, but today we're going to talk about the average person. So I'm 42 years old. I am putting these messages together so that if you're 18 or you're in your 20s or even later than that, really, these are the messages that I wish I would have understood when I was a little bit younger. I didn't really get there until I was in my 30s. And I just really want to relay this message to those people out there. So, the comfort zone. It's a box. It's a line. It's whatever you want to imagine it to be, but it's like your safe place that you never want to leave. Okay, it's the thing that makes you go, this is good. I'm happy here. And I don't have to go anywhere else. That's complacency. I don't think God wants us to live in a place of complacency. I think He wants us always moving in a direction where we're challenging ourselves and trying to make the most of what we have and then see what the next step is. So that complacency box or line, it breeds mediocrity, okay, or mediocrity. And that's a place that, yeah, you can live there. Most people live there and die there. Okay, they never step out of the box or step over the line. But if you do, you're going to meet that line. That comfort zone is on this side. The line, or to get out of the box, that's stepping over that line, takes courage, right? So you go from the comfort zone side, you're going to meet fear at that line, and you're going to step out with courage, okay? Fear is on the outside of the box. It's the unknown, right? But that's the zone where you grow. So you step out in courage over fear. It doesn't mean fear goes away. It just means you squash it under your feet as you're stepping over it. And as you squash it, you begin to transform as a person. And the world around you begins to transform. Like, that's an amazing concept right there. When one person steps out of their comfort zone, past fear, squash fear, okay? Doesn't mean it goes away. It's still underneath your foot. But you've stepped on it now. And you step out in courage. Now you're in the zone. Now you're in the zone where you change things. You change things in your life. You change things in other people's lives, and those people affect other people, right? So it's a ripple effect. That is where we want to live. We want to live in that zone. And that zone also breeds confidence. So that's on the other side of the box. That's on the other side of that line. Confidence. Because suddenly you realize you can do difficult things, and you can. You can absolutely do difficult things. In fact, I would say if you don't do difficult things, the world around you is actually going to suffer. So if you're listening to this message, there's something on the outside of your box that you need to step into. That's why I'm producing these videos. These aren't comfortable for me. They're starting to get a little more familiar. And there's a whole nother lesson in that I'll talk about in another video. Okay? And that's really how to create that courage. All right, but this is step one. identify, where is your comfort zone? What are you stuck in being like just mediocre or complacent in? And then what's the fear that's holding you back? How can you squash it and just do the thing you want to do anyways? That big thing in you that you want to do. All right. So that's for today. Step out of your comfort zone and into your capable zone. Okay, because that's what happens when you begin stepping out. I have one more thing to add to this. There was a moment in my life when I felt like really uncomfortable with what I felt God was asking me to do. And I knew that God was asking me to do it. It was about my business. And I was like, okay, what's going on in here, God? And I felt him very clearly say to me, I want you to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. All right, think on that. He was speaking directly to me, but it's words I know you can use too. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. God is asking us to step out. Where is he asking you to step out? What is he asking you to do? What would be one thing that would change your life today if you could just step out of the fear, squash it underneath your foot, and do that thing anyways? You would move from complacency to confidence, and that shows you you're capable. Then you move in that capability, and you learn you can do hard things. All right. God bless you. Have an amazing, beautiful